It begins with a boy who lived, but shouldn't have. As a baby, he survived what no one else could, marked by a scar and a story whispered in every corner of a hidden world. He grew up in a place without love, in a home that tried to make him forget who he was. But the truth has a way of finding you, especially when it's written in your blood. One day, a letter arrived, a simple envelope, but it carried a secret that would change everything. He wasn't ordinary. He never was. Beyond the walls of his childhood was another world, one filled with wonder, where pictures moved, brooms flew, and words could shape reality itself. A world where magic was real. There, he found what he never had before: a home. Friends who became family, teachers who saw his potential, and mysteries that seemed to follow him wherever he went. Because the past was never done with him. The shadow that marked his beginning was still out there, or a darkness that refused to die, and every year it drew closer. He faced trials meant for people far older, fought monsters others only feared in stories, and learned that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's walking forward despite it. He discovered that the greatest kind of magic isn't in spells or potions. It's in loyalty, sacrifice, and love. The darkness grew bolder. The lines between good and evil blurred. Friends were lost. Innocence faded. The boy became a symbol, a reminder that hope can still rise even in a world built on fear. He didn't ask to be chosen. He didn't want the weight of prophecy or fame. But fate doesn't ask for permission. It only gives you a choice, to stand or to fall. And when the time came, he stood. He faced the one who tried to destroy him, not as a hero, but as someone who finally understood that love is stronger than death. He walked willingly into the dark, not because he wanted to die, but because he believed others should live. And in that choice, he found what his enemy never could: redemption through selflessness. When the dust settled, the war ended not with a spell, but with understanding that the light we carry inside us can never be taken, only forgotten. The boy became a man. The scar remained, but it no longer hurt. He learned that the magic of his world wasn't in castles or creatures, it was in people, in friendship that lasts through loss, in memories that outlive time, in the quiet strength to keep going when everything else has fallen apart. He came from nothing. He faced everything. And in the end, he showed that even in a world filled with darkness, one heart full of love can change everything. Because real power doesn't come from wands or words. It comes from choosing to do what's right, even when it costs everything. His story is one of courage, of grief, of growing up too fast and never giving up. It's about a child who became a legend, and a legend who remained human. And if you listen closely, you can still hear the echo of his journey. In the halls of that old castle, in the laughter of friends who grew up together, and in the quiet truth that love always conquers all. Can you guess the movie?